how I closed my first client. So I love telling this story because it's actually unbelievable if I think back. So I had at this point my business wasn't doing really well, not doing well at all. $0, no income, blah blah blah. And I do not say blah blah blah. And then I get a message out of nowhere. It says, "Hey Christian, what are you doing? Um, I got this project I wanna work on, blah blah blah. Would you be okay if if we could meet up?" And I'm like, "Wow, okay." So I dressed up in a suit, nicer than this one, tie, shirt, everything, shaved. I looked immaculate. I show up to this meeting, and I'm talking. I'm like, "Oh yeah, got a few things here and there." Um, and he's like, "Okay, well, how's this gonna work?" I said, "Firstly, I don't want to work Monday or Friday because I like to have long weekends. Secondly, I think only one day, Wednesday. I'll just only work on your project on Wednesday, which is right in the middle of the week, which gives me time to do other stuff." Um, yeah, and I think and they're like, "Okay, that's doable." And then he goes, "How much is this gonna cost?" And I was like, "Well, how long is it gonna be?" He's like, "Maybe 10 to 15 weeks, maybe 20 weeks max." I'm like, "Oh, okay. 10 weeks." I said, "For 10 weeks, $20,000. And then I shut my mouth. And the guy goes, "Ooh." And then I said something that I had heard on one of the videos I'd been listening to, and I said it word for word, almost inspirational. And I said, "This is how it's going to work." I said, "This is how these things work. I give you a number that you don't like, you give me a number that I don't like, and somewhere in between we end up with a number that we both don't like, but that we can live with." And I said, "So what's your number?" And he said, 8. And I said, "Make it a 10 and you got a deal." So I made $10,000 for 10 weeks from zero, and that was my first 10K client. And it's been one of my favorite stories to tell because literally the balls that you need to say that shit when you have nothing, you have no clue. It's the mental work. You have to work on your mindset. You have to keep making sure that you're listening to the right stuff so that when the opportunity arises, you're prepared and you're ready and you know what to say. So, you know, is it time? Is it time for you to actually, how prepared are you? If you're in a situation, how many of us get an opportunity, we sit down with people and then we balls the whole thing up? Absolutely. So it's time to learn, say the right stuff, get the confidence to be able to seize those opportunities and move forward.